that leads us directly into our final sort of discussion point for the evening, and that is, once again, we are all living in these fluid situations, these uncertain times brought about by the coronavirus, and in California, we're essentially all sheltered in place is a phrase that you're hearing a lot. Lockdown is another more sort of sensationalized word that you're hearing a lot, but quarantine and chill, all that stuff. We're spending a lot of time in our homes right now.
Sounds like pay-per-view names.
Yeah, absolutely. Well, they're certainly going to be In The Kliq names, that's for sure. So, as it is In The Kliq, stay in your house. And that's continuing on now here. This is an opportunity for everyone to sort of, use this time as a wrestling fan. Like, there might not be a lot of new wrestling on right now. Obviously AEW and WWE are going forward with their shows to empty crowds. If you need your fix elsewhere, there is a bevy of content on the WWE Network alone and elsewhere. It's not just on the network, but there's certainly a lot there that can get you through this sort of time if you feel like you're bouncing off the walls and you've already binge watched The Office 3 times through already and everything like that. So I just wanted to sort of quickly run down a few suggestions, and we'll maybe revisit this because I know we've already gone kind of long, but let's give them a few to sort of get them started on things that they can watch whilst under quarantine. Give me a couple.
Okay, well, I mean, my initial list was based on, earlier this week was 316 day. So I was like, if you want to do like a Stone Cold playlist, I think you definitely should check out WrestleMania 17, Royal Rumble 1998, SummerSlam 1998, Unforgiven 2001, and just a couple quick other ones, WrestleMania 19, WrestleMania 14, truly an epic WrestleMania, if you ask me, and even In Your House, Canadian Stampede. So those are just some great Stone Cold pay-per-views.
Well, Canadian Stampede is one that really jumps off to me because it was such a unique pay-per-view and really so much beyond just the Stone Cold involvement. The in-ring quality of that show is really great. It is at this point almost like a hidden gem at this point, a forgotten treasure from professional wrestling. So yeah, definitely check that one out. I'm going to throw out that if you have, I don't know what Tubi is, but it's another streaming service apparently.
Tubi.
And apparently we have it at my house now. Oh. And maybe those of you listening, you too have it at your house when you go to your on-demand. Whilst under quarantine and working from home, I just hit into my little remote and I said, Lucha Underground. And sure enough, it popped up as on-demand via that service that apparently we just have as maybe whatever package. So it's possible that you have it too. If you have not watched Lucha Underground, I highly suggest that you use this time to go watch at least the first 2 seasons of Lucha Underground because that was really their peak, and it was tip-top wrestling content. It was presented in such a new, unique way. It really helped reinvigorate my passion for professional wrestling and many others that I've spoken to about it. It's sort of the ECW of our time in terms of this niche wrestling thing that if you were locked into it and you got it, you loved it. And so I certainly encourage you to go back and check those out if you have the time. That is definitely a worthwhile endeavor. I know I'm going to use this time to go back and watch more of the Primetime Wrestling series on the WWE Network.
Okay.
For a couple reasons. This, for me, is sort of furthering, I want to refresh my memory. These are love Gorilla Monsoon, love Bobby Heenan, and I want to sort of brush up and sort of, it's going to help me with my wrestling career because it's going to help sort of shape how Levi Shapiro and I sort of interact on championship wrestling. It's very sort of very much akin to that, but those guys are absolute titans and absolute classics. So much great entertainment there. This is why the WWE Network is such a fantastic resource. To go back and watch. There's a ton more. I'm trying to keep it short, and we'll have we'll maybe have some suggestions every episode until this whole thing blows over. But again, I'll throw it out there one more time because it is my all-time favorite match. WrestleMania 24, Shawn Michaels versus Ric Flair. The career-ending match for Ric Flair. In my opinion, the sort of best wrestling storytelling we've ever gotten. So if you haven't seen that and you've only heard me wax poetic about it on and on and on again, use this time to go watch that and hit us up on Twitter at In The Kliq, at BabyHuey83, at the Bimbo Jimbo, and tell me I'm wrong. If you think it sucks, tell me I'm right if you really enjoyed it. But yeah, you use this time to your advantage. There's just so much content out there that you can also enjoy. You can catch up on MLW. We'll throw more suggestions at you with this sort of quarantine and chill content that we will continue to bring you.